That's right.
I'm a breaker.
Come on.
I'm a fighter.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. I'm invincible with the sport.
Gotta stay out my
Let's go. Let's go.
You can take it to the chest or you can take it to the chin. It really don't matter. Either way, I'm gon' win. You catch a stiff arm. 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 I ain't tryna shake and bake. I ain't tryna pop a spin. I'd rather you before and I'm doing it again. Catch a stiff arm. You catch a stiff arm. You catch a stiff arm. You catch a stiff arm. Move trick. It's easy to reach. Green Bay Deja and a stiff arm click. On my sports ish, man, my mind too quick. My point so sick and my mouth too slick. For all these other bloggers and they whack content. The real is over here, all the rest is nonsense. For all these other bloggers and they whack content. The real is over here, all the rest is nonsense. You can take it to the chest or you can take it to the chin. It really don't matter, either way I'm gon' win. Catch a stiff arm, you catch a stiff arm. You catch a stiff arm, you catch a stiff arm. I ain't tryna shake and bake, I ain't tryna pop a spin. I'd rather you before and I'm doing it again. Catch a stiff arm, you catch a stiff arm. You catch a stiff arm, you catch a stiff arm. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of the Stiff Arm Podcast. I am your girl, Deasia. You got Supreme Rod in the building. He's in the building. How y'all doing today, fellas?
Man, I'm all good, man. Ready for this sports Sunday. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, indeed. Preseason is up on us. You know, everybody's seeing what the new draftees are doing on the team. And we're going to talk about our predictions, the NBA induction to the Hall of Fame, Clarissa Shields calling out Keith Thurman, and a whole lot of other stuff. They dragging Bud Wife on the internet for being a little chubby. So we got a lot to talk about today. So we're going to start this thing off with talking about the RB running back free agency. It's a lot of people that's still in a free agency that we expect for them to have been signed by now. One being Zeke. He's still a free agent. What y'all think about that?
I definitely think it's some shit going on with the league. As far as them trying to lower these running back salaries, you know what I'm saying? They don't value running backs no more like they used to, you know what I'm saying? So they're not trying to pay them. You know what I'm saying? They figure after 3 or 4 years, you're pretty much done as a running back. So they just move on. It don't matter how good you was or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Zeke ain't the only one went through it. Saquon Barkley was going through it for a minute.
And Saquon Barkley, he stay on injury reserve though. So I mean, and then Zeke, to be honest, Zeke did get paid at one point, but to be honest, they fed Zeke a little bit too much. You know,
yeah, that's what they were saying when he first got that contract. They were saying that they paid him too much, man, and he ain't been the same since he got that contract, man. I don't know what's going on with the NFL with the running backs. It's definitely something going on, but I can't put my finger on it. It's a lot, like you said, it's a lot of good talent that's still out there, man. They tripping on my boy Taylor in Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook ain't got signed yet. Zeke ain't got signed.
Was going to the Jets.
They ain't signed him. They ain't signed him. They ain't showed him the money.
Julio Jones still free agency too. But a lot of the people that, when you think about it, like a Zeke Elliott or Julio Jones, it makes sense for them to be in free agency, if you ask me, even if you, I mean, it would taking the money aspect out of it, because I don't personally feel like Zeke needs to get paid no more than what he already has been paid, honestly. Julio injury prone too.
From an owner's perspective, I kind of see why I wouldn't take an established, proven veteran, but is on a downside, but still want that upside money. You see what I'm saying? So they like, man, fuck this shit, man. Julio Jones, your best days is gone. Zeke, your best days is gone. And we just not gonna, what's his name ain't signed either? Inductees Sue, he ain't been signed. So they want this money, man. But I think they think they should have got what they was gonna get when they got it. If you didn't get it, then it's tough sledding right now, man. It's a youth movement. It's a youth league. And in veterans, man, if you ain't got no so that's why they be wanting long-term contracts. So they won't end up in shit like this.
Yep, Kareem Hunt on the free agency list too.
I believe it's
a lot of talent that's out there that's on free agency, but this season is gonna be very, very interesting because it has been a lot of shake-ups in the industry. You had a lot of staples of teams moving to different teams, and you have a lot of different teams that they have a fresh team, new talent, and we just got to see them develop. So this is gonna be a very interesting season. What you think about a lot of the vets being in the free agency, Heezy?
A lot of the vets, well, you know what I'm saying, like you say, that shit always been happening. You know what I'm saying? That's why you always have vets holding out over the years. You know what I'm saying? Certain stars and shit like that. And that's why they came up with that whole shit. What is that? That special contract that they come up with every player every year. What's that shit called?
Franchise.
Yeah, the franchise tag.
Oh, they be fucking some of them people too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? It's that whole game about, you know what I'm saying, once they use you up, they just try to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? They feel like you ain't worth shit no more, and they ain't trying to pay you. So, you know what I'm saying?
Ice Cube need to open up a Big 3 NFL. Quiet as it's kept. You on some out.
Hey, I heard somebody talking about some shit like that once upon a time. It might have been Master P or somebody like that. But yeah, I heard somebody talking about something like that once upon a time.
Okay, so we could be very clear. We're moving forward into this season before the season actually start. Who is your team, Heezy? Because it seemed like to me, we be back and forth on who your actual team is.
Hey, I've always been very clear. My number one team.
It hasn't been clear, but go ahead.
Right. Exactly.
It's always been clear. Y'all just get confused.
You might have been clear, but it's been a quiet clear.
Let me tell you, my number one team every week is whoever playing the Lions. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm rooting number one for whoever playing the Lions. But besides that, I'm a Steelers fan. I've always been a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and that's my squad. That's who I roll with.
Hey, the Steelers got
they been looking good too.
Hey, yeah, they got one dude. I forget his name. I think his last name started with a C or something. The wide receiver.
You talking about Pickens?
Yeah, you talking about Pickens, and then they got Johnson.
It's a new.
Yeah, they got two of them.
A new guy.
That's Pickens. You talking about George Pickens? Yeah.
The one that did that one hand catch.
Yeah, that's Pickens.
Okay.
So we looking good. We looking good. We backing our way up. We kind of fell back for a minute, but you know what I'm saying? We'll never fall down. We'll never fall out the playoffs and no shit like that. We in fact kind of fell back for a minute, but Kenny Pickett looking good. We got our receivers. Najee Harris. Hopefully he step up this fucking year. You know what I'm saying? The offensive line, defense. Hey, we good, man. We're gonna be right back.
Well, obviously, who your team is, D'Asia.
You say what?
It's quite obvious who your team is.
Hey, man, I'm a cheesehead. Go, Pack, go all the way. We finna see what Love talking about. Yeah, we definitely finna see what he talking about. One thing I don't like what the Packer fans are doing, they too worried about what Aaron Rodgers is doing, and I'm a fan of the team and not necessarily just a fan of one individual. And I think a lot of people were Aaron Rodgers fans, so they worried about the fact that, he done went to the Jets and pulled the Tom Brady where he taking pay cuts in order to build a team around him. The same thing that he refused to do when he was with us. And I love Aaron Rodgers. I think he's the best, one of the best to ever do it. But it was time for him to go about 2 seasons ago, to be honest. So I'm not tripping. I would have preferred to lose Aaron and kept Adams. And they that right there was a harder pill to swallow than losing Aaron Rodgers. Because about 2 seasons ago, he could have went on and got up out of there. Our front office ain't worth a damn. Lazard done went over there to the Jets. You know, I'm gonna keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? We trading some rocky land right now, so we got to see what we finna do, because everything is.
Well, you know, the Packers have had Aaron Rodgers and playoff teams and conference championship teams, and only came away with one Super Bowl, which I think is pathetic.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, very ridiculous. But now that we got the potential teams and the hopeful teams that y'all fuck with, we can talk about my dominant fly Eagles fly, the mighty Philadelphia Eagles. You know, we talking Super Bowl type shit. Super Bowl or bust. Anything less than winning the Super Bowl is a failed season. That's how we rocking in Philadelphia with the fans, our community, our family, our village. And I seen us play yesterday in preseason. I seen some good spots. Jalen Carter, the 8th pick, the steal of the draft, first play, hunt the quarterback down, boom. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see my boy N'Kobe Dean, see what he gonna do. Nolan Smith, he did good. You see, we got Swift from Detroit, first carry, boom, 20-something yards, ran the cat over. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got Jalen Hurts. We ain't worried. Preseason ain't about winning or losing.
It don't matter, but I mean,
yeah, it's not about winning or losing. It's about the guy you want to tell. Us cheesehead. Y'all had years to talk. Right now is the Eagles' time to take the center. Like all season on the stiff arm, the Eagles, we the centerpiece. Let's just go ahead and establish that until y'all prove otherwise. Now, Pittsburgh, they could shock some people and be contenders this year. They got a great organization, great head coach, great culture. But we'll see if the talent meets that hard-working squad that they be having. Now the Packers, I like Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? I think he got potential. He studied under Aaron Rodgers. Who else better to study up under and play behind? When I seen him play last year, he did okay. So we'll see if they got some talent on defense and some weapons around the man. But I wouldn't put too much stock into the Packers. It's gonna be a rough, long season for DH this season. It's gonna be rough and long.
I'm ready for the ride. I know what's ahead of us. I ain't tripping. I ain't gonna gas it. I'm not a delusional Cowboy fan. Why can't accept reality and see things for what it is? I get it. I'm just.
Can we all three agree we don't fuck with the Cowboys?
Oh, definitely.
No, I ain't no Cowboys fan, but I ain't no Cowboys hater. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they got a good squad, I can see it, but.
I'm not a Cowboys hater. I'm not the actual. I don't actually dislike the team. I don't like the fans.
Yeah,
that too. But as long as Dak at the quarterback, they ain't winning shit.
Well, I'm a deep damn Dallas Cowboy hate Klansman type shit. That's
how I am with the Lions. That's how I am with the Lions. You feel?
Yeah. Whoever playing the Cowboys, I'm rooting for them. I'm wearing their colors, their jersey all week. I'm fucking with them outside of the Eagles.
With you being from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, have you always disliked the Cowboys?
Always. It was embedded in me by my grandmother as a child. She never liked the Cowboys. She raised me for a period of time, and my favorite color was green. So I gravitated to the Eagles, and I hated the Cowboys, and that's just what that is. I don't care who the quarterback is. I don't care who they owner is, who their coach is. I do not fuck with them at all. At all. Period. Yeah, I get excited when they lose.
Hey, the motherfucker. They've been having a rough off season because they been getting into it. The players been cussing out Dak, and you know what I'm saying. He been throwing picks all.
Dak a bitch ass nigga. What's that? Diggs.
Yeah, Trayvon did.
Have y'all ever heard of that? Of the starting quarterback being disrespected by the players like that?
I've seen it before. I've seen it more on the college and high school level. I've seen it before because I be out there, seeing people practice. Like them boys talk crazy to each other. I've seen it. Yeah. I don't even think it was as deep as it was made out to be because that's how they doing. They talk cash money.
Niggas just talking shit. Yeah, niggas just talking shit. Yep. But hey, speaking of starting quarterbacks, what's going on with fucking Tyler Murray?
Oh, when he had his whole crop top on.
This nigga had on the sports bar.
Hey, he came out there looking like Zeke Elliott. You know how Zeke used.
And so you know what? You know what's cold about Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray is the number one most winningest high school quarterback in Texas history.
He was a cold motherfucker.
Yeah, he went to high school right up here in Allen, and they was dominant for every year he played. They undefeated, won a state champion. That's hard to do in Texas with high school football. That shit is deep. And he went to Oklahoma. He balled out Oklahoma, man. But they say he got a nasty attitude.
Right.
He don't get along with his teammates. He's not a good leader, and he just little. And his size is catching up with him, man. So
that
you know, but he talented. He talented in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? To be that small, but I don't know, man. We'll see, man. But he can't be wearing no sports bras in practice.
Ain't no telling how it is in that locker room.
He ain't gonna get no respect. You know what I'm saying? He ain't get no respect from the team like that.
If they call a Dak a bitch ass nigga, they call that nigga all kind of shit.
Really?
And get your whole ass away from my locker.
Right.
That's
sad,
crazy.
Yeah.
So I actually, you know what? Speaking on what you was talking about as far as the Eagles Supreme. I ain't gonna even tell no lie. I like that boy Hurts. It took him some time. He had to develop because I remember it was a point in time when I used to be like, oh, Hurts gonna get hurt. Because y'all know how I am. I'm not real fond of, you know, the running backs. I mean, the quarterbacks that run a lot. You know what I'm saying? You have some that have no other choice. Like when Deshaun Watson was with the Texans or whatever, he didn't have no type of line. He had to. Where else Lamar Jackson run a lot, but his arm not accurate. So I guess he got to do. Then you had Jalen Hurts.
Hold on, DA. We need to clear up something.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to clear up something with you. There's a segment of Lamar Jackson fans and Baltimore Ravens fans who feel like you are a Lamar Jackson hater, and they really be upset with you. Can you explain that? Why before the season gets started? What's your problem with Lamar Jackson?
Overhyped.
The Heisman Trophy.
No,
MVP.
I'm gonna tell you something. When it comes down to the wire, it's kind of like a preseason something. Like you could show out, you could do all of that or whatever. Lamar Jackson, I was excited about Lamar Jackson. Like Lamar Jackson is one of those highlight type players. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna see some dynamic shit as you watching him or whatever. He's very talented. He's good, man. As a black man, he deserves his money, whatever the case may be. But all at the same time, I'm not gonna tell no lie. I don't sit and watch a lot of Lamar Jackson games, but when I have actually sat and watch the games. When I see him, it be certain times where I'm like, damn, he could have passed that, or he could have passed it here, and then I'm seeing, he'll pass it. Like Lamar Jackson, he can't I don't know what the hell be going on with him. I don't know if he could barely see what's going on. His IQ is fucked up because he can't when them deep passes. It be just they be hitting people in the helmet and everything. You get what I'm saying? And it's just Lamar Jackson is not one of those.
Hold on. Let me play devil's advocate right quick. His stats say otherwise. He's a pretty.
And I get that, and that's the crazy thing. His stats does say otherwise, but. If we're being honest, he's not one of those quarterbacks that you finna depend on to end the game and finish it with a win if he got to pass that motherfucker. Now, if he got to run it in, yes. But if he gotta pass it, every damn time is a Hail Mary. So Lamar Jackson, I guess to me, and then especially like in the playoffs, he nut up. Lamar Jackson, as much talent as he have, and people try to gas him up, that nigga should have been in the Super Bowl by now.
But hold on now. I've heard the arguments from the Raven fans. They say they don't surround him with the right talent like they do with the other elite quarterbacks. And he do be having some bullshit receivers over there. The Ravens got hit with a lot of injuries the last 2 years. So he over there in y'all in the North, in the AFC North, man. So you see him a lot. You see him twice a year.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you this. Put a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers in that same position. He's finna make something happen. So I don't have no. I guess I'm a little spoiled because I had quarterback. We had Favre. We had Aaron Rodgers. I had quarterbacks like what you're saying. Oh, it's not these people around and all of that or whatever the case may be. Make the damn play.
Well, I tell you like this, DH. Them Raven fans gonna be on your ass all year. So I just hope they can't whoop you.
I mean, they could be on my ass all year, but 9 times out of 10, we're gonna be all sitting on the couch together watching the fucking Super Bowl. So you know what I'm saying? Me, them, and the Cowboys fans gonna all be on the same couch watching the Super Bowl.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, Prain, we see these motherfuckers twice a year and shit like that. This motherfucker got one playoff win. You know what I'm saying? He do all that shit. He got all them stats. You know what I'm saying? He do all that running and all that shit. He got one playoff win. And in them playoff games that he lost, they was ugly, nigga. I'm talking about ugly. They beat his ass down. Nigga. He throwing picks. He gets slammed to the ground. All that shit. You see what I'm saying? No, I think that was his second year, I think. But yeah, so he gonna have to prove it. He got Odell Beckham this year, so he got one weapon. You know what I'm saying? I think they drafted another receiver too. So he got some weapons. He got some more weapons this year. So they're gonna have to take that excuse off the table.
Yeah, it'd be too many excuses made for him, and it's not to take away like how he's hyped up. That's when I say he overhyped. How he's hyped up and all of these stats or whatever. But in the grand scheme of things, what are you really doing? You ain't winning nothing for real. You get what I'm saying? You got enough and your stats lead you up to that point where you could make the playoffs, but you ain't doing shit when you get there. You know, so he overhyped to me.
So
anyway.
I got a question for Easy. You being from Detroit, right? Yeah. Have you always hated the Lions, or is this something that's just happened because it's just been a dismal, pathetic organization and you just said fuck it and left?
Now, I'm gonna tell you, I've never been a Lions fan. I'll say that. When I was little, I was always a Steelers, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a Eagles fan when I was younger. But as far as the Lions, I wasn't a Lions hater at first until like around 2005, 2006, when I seen that the ownership and all them motherfuckers how they was moving, and they was just hiring motherfuckers off the street damn near. And I'm like, oh man, nah, these motherfuckers, they don't even give a fuck about the team. You know what I'm saying? They fans, they still cheering them on, they still ride with them, and they see that the ownership don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I can't fuck with these motherfuckers. So it became a thing with me and the Lions fans. You know what I'm saying? Because they still ride with them. I'm like, y'all still ride with these niggas?
Well, this off season, they the darlings of the league right now. They said this is it. They ready to take their step. Aaron Rodgers gone out the division. It's theirs for the taking. Jared Goff is their man.
All facts. Everything you just said is facts. Mm-hmm. But the other fact is too, they the Lions. They got one playoff win in the last almost 65 years, nigga. 65 years, one playoff win. So they done had good teams before. They done been hyped before. I admit, they looking good this year. I expect them myself for them to win at least 10 games. You know what I'm saying? If they don't win 10 games, I think it's gonna be a disappointment. If they don't go to the playoffs, it's gonna be a disappointment for them. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be shocking, man.
And I'm just gonna be back laughing. So I'm expecting them motherfuckers maybe to make it to the playoffs, but I'm not expecting them to win no playoff games. So if they do make it, they just gonna make it and just say we made it to the playoffs, and that's gonna be about it. That's my prediction.
So before we move on from the NFL, y'all, I want to ask y'all, what team do y'all see that people sleeping on that could surprise the people?
Man,
Sleeping on
that could make a playoff run. That could, yeah.
I'm gonna say
like I probably say
the who?
maybe the Chargers.
I'm gonna say the 49ers.
Nah, ain't nobody sleeping on them Niners.
Because they ain't got a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
So they still part of the NFC elite squad. I'm talking about them underdog teams.
I got you.
The Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah. Maybe the Chargers.
I was gonna say the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Kamara coming back.
Yeah.
What's so funny?
Hey, who they got at quarterback?
Hey, the Saints, you know how like people be washed in the, you know how people be washed. The whole Saints is just washed. Like they. Like,
that's another fan base I can't stand. They deep out here in Texas, man. They some delusional. You know, Carr can make the things, but I think people sleeping on Deshaun Watson and the Browns. Look out for he ain't through, man. He not through. They got a lot of talent over there.
I'm rooting for him.
I think there will be a team to look out for, because one thing about it is Deshaun Watson, you know, he come up off of those cases and everything, so he had to dust himself off a little bit. But I think he's gonna come back full throttle. Deshaun Watson is a hell of a quarterback. So I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. And he got some people over there that's pretty good as well. So I could definitely see that. Because if Deshaun was able to do what he was able to do over there with the Texans and running for his life, I'm pretty sure he could make something happen over there with the Browns.
You say the who?
I'm gonna say the Colts.
When Deshaun was, who you say?
Anthony Richardson. Yeah, Anthony Richardson was looking good, man.
What team you said?
Anthony
the
Richardson.
He said the Colts, but they're gonna be terrible.
The Colts.
They'll be terrible.
Jonathan Taylor. They still got Jonathan Taylor. You probably down in the best running back in the league. The defense is a lot better. I don't know.
Do y'all think Herbert is overrated?
Justin Herbert?
Yeah.
I always say he's overrated because I don't even think he gets proper certain.
I think him in the top 5. Motherfuckers had him in the top 5 at one point.
I did, man. That boy got some talent, bro. He got an arm, and I like Herbert. I think Josh Allen might be being exposed as overrated.
Now y'all bullshit.
That's another one.
Because y'all got Josh Allen fucked up. Listen, Josh Allen, my favorite quarterbacks right now is Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Y'all got Josh Allen fucked up.
Hey, he's another one. He can't get it done when it's time to get it done. You know what I'm saying? He can't get over that hump. You know what I mean? He done took
Lamar Jackson.
Some bad losses. You know what I'm saying? So
I think we're in the same category. Super talented, put up good stats.
Both of them athletic. They get out
the
pocket. They
win the big games.
Just can't get them dubs. Can't beat them Chiefs.
But I love watching it. I love watching them Bills play though. Them games be so. I love watching them play. Them be some.
I like watching play. Hey, that AFC East is gonna be tough. The Dolphins, Patriots, Jets with Aaron Rodgers over there now. Jets got a lot of young talent.
They do though. They do.
They got your boy.
The Chiefs playing. I can't. Oh, my baby. Y'all know I love me some Kelsey, but I can't wait to
the Chiefs. I don't like the Chiefs.
I'm gonna be an old full bed wench. You know they playing you know how like somebody in the group going crazy because of the preseason talking about they counting their wins in the preseason like the shit really matter. But Solo in the comments talking about the game's supposed to be the day against the. He said update KC 0-0 Saints 14. I guess the game already started, but the Chiefs and the Saints playing today.
He's another delusional Saints fan. Oh man, it's real sad and sickening. He got Saints memorabilia all over his barbershop. He gets real depressed. He gets depressed and mean and angry when they lose. He won't even answer my calls. I just be calling and say hi, come on, smoke. He don't answer the calls, man. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a rough year with David Carr and them over there. It might not be. I don't dislike the Saints. I just don't like their fans, like Solo and them. They some real fucked up people, man.
I like that damn what's his name? The RB Kamara.
Yeah. Kamara, right. Tennessee.
Yeah, he go. Hey, but speaking of that though, you know what I'm saying about motherfuckers getting hyped about the preseason. Do y'all put any kind of, you know what I'm saying, stock into the preseason? Because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can win all 4 preseason games and lose all 16 regular season games. So
they don't do nothing but get in that preseason game and end up on injury reserve.
You know, the coaches keep the playbook basic. Right. And they really don't show you what they really doing, man. It's really just evaluating talent and players trying to make teams and getting everybody ready for game speed. That's it, man. I don't care if the Eagles go 0-4 in the preseason. Right. We got bigger Cowboys and Fish and Steelers and Packers to fry. We coming for the goddamn. I swear, boy.
Oh, you're not finna sit here and act like we some mozzarella cheese sticks. The hell wrong with you?
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You know, I'm over the Super Bowl loss. It took me a couple months. I've been going through it. I've been going through it this last year in the sports, man. All my teams be good. We making it to the championships, and my TCU got the living shit beat out of them. The Eagles barely lost. That hurt. Spence, man, in the championship, he got TCU'd. That was Georgia TCU all over again. So this year, you know, I'm looking to bounce back and bring home some trophies to Fort Worth, Texas, man.
Yeah.
Sound good.
It hurt me when Hurts then win. Because the thing is I don't give a damn about the Eagles, but I really do like Hurts. You know, I really like
Hurts is hard to dislike.
Yeah, I really like him.
He just get out there and he works on his craft. I had doubts before this season last year. Everybody in all Philadelphia was like, man, what's up?
Yeah, he got the black women management team, and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Like you said, it's hard not to like him. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him though. I was always rooting for him. I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't expecting a nigga to be this good.
Me either. That's why I was saying earlier. I just always saying Hurts gonna get hurt because
I was just like, he all right. Shit, that nigga showed us. He showed the world. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what he can do this year. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it'll be the Steelers and the Eagles in the motherfucking Super Bowl. And we can rock out like that.
And I want to address something too.
Don't even think about that.
Yeah. It's another group of fans in our Facebook group, the Giants fans, the New York niggas. Them niggas
didn't they win like the Super Bowl like 2012, 2013, some shit like that? It was
man, and they holding on to this shit and they just ain't got the right talent over there. Jones ain't gonna take them motherfuckers nowhere. Saquon to get them over there.
Their front office been terrible. They always making some bold ass draft picks.
Yeah, do y'all say Saquon's still in free agency?
Who?
No, they signed him to 1 year. He wasn't in free agency.
He be hurt. Like he be hurt so much, I be forgetting the nigga still play for the NFL.
He wasn't in free agency. He was just looking for a contract extension. But they signed him to 1 year. I think they gave like 10, 11 million, 12, something like that.
Yeah, he was about to hold out for a minute.
Did he even play last season?
Yeah, he did good. He bounced back from injury. He did good.
Yeah, he had a good season.
I don't even remember watching him play. I don't be into
the Giants ain't a member of the team. Remember
I don't be really watching their games like that anyway. half of the people I've been finding out about via fantasy. Y'all playing fantasy this year?
I want to, but I don't know where it's at.
We've been talking about it.
Y'all
supposed to be starting it. I don't know. Y'all might as well sit this season out anyway, because y'all don't do nothing but be making a donation to me. So I mean, ain't no sense of coming up against me trying to compete. That's crazy, because y'all don't know how to draft worth a damn. And so while he in the comments, he always talking shit every season, talking about I got my nephew to help me make the draft.
That man there, boy, he be drafting all Saints players. See what I'm saying?
He's going out there. He's
going crazy as hell. Hey, y'all remember when who was that had drafted all them quarterbacks? It was one season somebody had just drafted all team quarterback, like 4 quarterbacks.
I think that was
dumbass shit.
Yeah, Suave, man. He ain't buy shit either. If it wasn't for the Georgia Bulldogs, he'd be miserable all year long.
Yes, indeed. But anyway, did y'all see that Richard Sherman was supposed to be being on Undisputed with Skip?
Yeah.
I think, you know what I'm saying, that ain't a bad matchup. You know, Richard Sherman, he ain't too much of a threatening type as far as, you know what I'm saying, as far as that go. You know what I mean? So
he'll get hyped though. He'll talk shit.
He'll talk shit, but he, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, if
Lil Wayne.
Shannon Sharp wasn't no threatening type either, so.
But Shannon Sharp, he had that personality though. I don't see it being entertaining with Richard Sherman. I see it being more like actual newscasts. You get what I'm saying? I don't see it being entertaining.
They got a real history of some going back and forth, talking shit to each other. So I'm kind of excited about it, man. I think old Richard gonna be all right, man. I'm gonna see though.
I would have probably been more interested in tuning in if it was actually Chuck, like Baba Amin was talking about.
I did not want to see Charles Barkley up there. I did not want to see that.
I know he gonna cut up. Actually, to be honest with you, as much as I can't stand Stephen A, I would like to see. I would have liked to see that, if you know. But
I don't even like Stephen A. I can't watch Stephen A.
I can't stand Stephen A. But it's the theatrics for me. You know,
the only time I like Stephen A is when the Cowboys lose, and he talks that shit, and then I fuck with Stephen A. Outside of that, yeah, he's a real mark to me. So
yeah.
I can't watch that.
Y'all seen that interview Stephen A. did on the Breakfast Club? It was actually really good. Did y'all get to see that?
No.
Scroll right on by.
So they did the NBA Hall of Fame induction, and they have the inductees. It was, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. It was Dwayne Wade, Tony Parker, Paul Gasol, Dirk,
Greg Popovich, and Becky Hammond, WNBA whatever player or coach or whatever she is.
I didn't watch it, but I heard Wade had a hell of a speech.
I ain't watch it either.
Then Allen Iverson, then he have Allen. I ain't see it or anything, but did he have like Allen Iverson there or something?
Yeah. Well, I know he walked in and, you know what I'm saying, he was representing for him, had the suit on with the jersey and all that kind of shit. You know, so I think everybody who made it in there deserved it for sure.
Oh, sure.
I thought Popovich would have been in there though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Wade, he definitely first ballot. Nowitzki, Gasol, he played so much overseas before he even came to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was even a star. He was already a star before. You know what I'm saying?
I'd have thought Tony Parker would have already been in there too.
You got to thank Kobe.
What'd you say, Brand?
If he doesn't go to the Lakers, he don't make it to the Hall of Fame. If he don't win them championships with Kobe, I don't think Gasol will be in. Hell nah.
Shit,
Nope.
his brother probably gonna get in. He ain't got no rings.
Hell nah. I don't see that nigga getting in at all.
Like
Marcus
I
all.
say, them niggas had overseas. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was big overseas. You know, this the basketball Hall of
Yeah.
Fame. It just ain't NBA. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Do they call it that the Basketball Hall of
Yeah.
Fame?
Yeah, it's a basketball Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they got the women getting there too. So
Yeah,
okay.
Wade, he definitely deserved it. Tony Parker, I would have thought he was already in there. Dirk definitely.
Tony Parker was the shit. Tony Parker was the shit with
Dwayne Wade. I don't be watching basketball like that no more, like I used to, because I don't like that them shooters and shit no more. I like stuff, but I don't like that everybody be shooting threes like that. The game just different. But I was still watching it when it was the big three in Miami with Dwayne Wade. It was him, Bosh. I think it was him, Bosh, and LeBron won it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a hell of a sight to see. I like that.
But the motherfuckers was some underachievers too. What they win? 2 rings or 1?
They won 2, I think.
And 1, 2 with the 3 championships, something like that. Remember LeBron first got there? He's like, I'm winning 3, 4, 5, 6, all that shit.
Hakim said, "How do you not know that it's called the Basketball Hall of Fame? Because I don't be watching shit like that. The fuck? That was very simple. I said I don't know.
He always try to come with some old right example.
What does that even mean? If it's NBA,
basketball, NBA,
or basketball, what do they?
He always trying to look for some type of flaw. He always trying to look at some type of. You didn't know the hour and the second hip hop was born. Get the fuck out of here, man. Weak ass Johns, man.
Shout out to Hakim.
Shout out to Hakim, man. OG Hakim, man.
My liquor drinking ass, OE drinking ass. But if you don't get your gin and juice drinking.
He's a delusional Giants fan, so y'all give him a break, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It isn't calculus or rocket science. Suck my strap.
Hakim funny, man. Shout out to Hakim, man.
The great one.
Seems like somebody need their ass whooping. Speaking of whooping ass, apparently Clarissa Shields say she could whoop Keith Thurman. And, she want to get in the ring with him.
Hold on. Let me say something, y'all. Y'all want to hear something? Now, I was at the barbershop yesterday, Solomon Barbershop, and he's trying to convince us and his barbers that he can whoop Shields. Solomon.
He gonna have a well-whooped ass.
Who was? Solomon was?
Solomon said he could whoop Clarissa Shields.
Yeah.
And what, chess? He can play the hell out of some chess, but he's not gonna be able to box with her.
He said he put him hands on him, man.
Yeah. So hey, she done threw out the challenge, and like you said, DH, I think shit, fuck it. She threw it out there. He accepted, but I think the point that people missing is it's supposed to be an exhibition. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna be no. So it's probably some headgear, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. Probably something to kind of, you know what I mean, protect. You know what I mean? Probably just be 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. You feel me?
I don't see her half-assing it. I could see Thurman kind of half, but say she getting on his ass and he taking some blows and he hit her with a vicious uppercut. Like, you know, I just the what's the word I'm looking for? The physical, but it's something else.
Yeah, the body structure and everything. Like she a woman is not from Thurman. A woman, it doesn't matter, even though Clarissa is tough, her body structure is still that of a woman. If he hit her,
and she gonna get hurt.
Shatter her face. If he hit her hard enough, he gonna shatter her face.
And that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to make that a precedent where women thinking they can get in the ring with men and get their jaws and orbital bones broke.
Hey, because that's the
And
thing.
I
Because
feel like if you
Thurman the
signed up
champ.
for it, then
Hey, because that Thurman the champ. It ain't like he just a nigga off the street. You know what I'm saying? He a nigga who had belts and he done fought. You know what I'm saying?
knock out. He knock
he
out people.
got the
Yeah,
knockout
knockout.
percentage too.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean. But I don't know. We'll see what the rules is. We'll see how they're gonna set it up and do it.
It probably be some Roy Jones Jr. and some Mike Tyson type shit.
But they were still fighting. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas were still fighting. They were just old as hell.
I think they could fight, and I think they could have a good fight. But like Supreme said, it's even if he get some good hits in, it's just certain ways if he hit her is gonna really injure her. It's different from getting hit with a woman, getting hit by a woman than getting hit by a man.
And we've seen examples when the transgenders being there wrestling and women breaking their asses apart, breaking arms, ribs, and bones and shit.
Because our bone structure. Because if you notice, like men can go outside right now, get in a full brawl and have limited scratches. A woman mess around in that same brawl with some men, and she get hit the right way, everything just be fucked up. It's just our bone structure is softer. So he can't come full force. But I know she's going to.
I just don't think they should do it.
I think they should just for the entertainment purposes. Because I like Heezy said, I think they're gonna have certain parameters around where she can't get hurt that bad. I think that's the reason why they put
she could possibly fuck off her career.
I don't think it's gonna be like people thinking though. I don't think they're gonna fight like
what the fuck they doing it for then?
Well hell, you was fine watching Roy Jones and Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they already watched me. Their brains already scrambled.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying. It's for charity.
Basketball players. Yeah, you've seen these basketball players like what's the little nigga name that got in there and got his ass knocked out?
Got dropped by the one in Paul's.
Solomon said light work. Boy, just keep this on the internet. Don't walk up to Clarissa with that BS, Solomon.
She a cold motherfucker. That's the thing,
That's one fight. Why Solomon around there getting his ass whooped? If I'm standing around, that one I ain't jumping in. He just gonna have a well whooped ass.
Yeah, he gonna make us look bad because that's our partner. We gotta go pick him up.
Yeah, he gonna get picked up because he sure ain't gonna get helped in the fight. She get the whooping everybody ass. No.
That man gonna break his hand.
Think about somebody had posed a question about Layla Ali versus Clarissa Shields. And I think y'all know what's crazy? As much as I like Muhammad Ali, I really never got into Layla like that.
I mean, she was decent, but I don't think she was as good as Clarissa as a boxer and a fighter. You know what I'm saying? She was more of a I ain't gonna say for show. She was a real boxer, but you know what I'm saying? She was more, you know what I mean? More that kind of mainstream kind of, you know what I mean? Wanted to kind of throw off the yeah. There you go. That's kind of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know
Bud Crawford, y'all seen how he had Molly Wop Spence? What a tragedy! And after that,
motherfucker still
people took to the internet to clown his wife because she's a BBW, and they were saying stuff like a champion shouldn't be with a big woman. What kind of sense does that make? I don't understand shit like that.
Check this out, y'all. Before the fight, I purposely didn't want to know his story. I just wanted to just dislike him, right? I didn't want to know nothing about him, where he come from. But after the fight, I was humbled to my knees, literally. And I've been checking him out, man. And it's a testament to his character, man. That's who he been rocking with. She been rocking with him. They had children. Yeah, she got a little weight on him, man, but that ain't the measurement of a great marriage in a situation, man. It's what's happened. It's the experience. It's the loyalty, and man, they're a beautiful couple, man. And people just, they think when you getting money, man, you're supposed to go out and get your dime. Earl went out and got him one. You know what I'm saying? But everybody ain't like that, man. Everybody ain't into that, man. So shout out to them, man. Fuck them people and what they got, man.
Yep. Then she got six of his. She had 6 of his kids, and the thing is, you have people, the same people that'll be talking about him and his wife, be the same people be like, when I get rich, I ain't gonna get married and all that because people just want you for your money. But then you also be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna trade in my day one for a baddie or whatever the case. And the thing is, what's so crazy about it, his wife is very attractive. Like the lady look good. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I don't get what the issue is because she's not a bad looking woman at all.
No, you know what it is. It's just the internet. It's just trolls. It's this whole social media age where everybody can say whatever the fuck they think they can say behind the computer because of course nobody will say that shit to her face or to his face. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where everybody just got motherfuckers was mad. You know what I'm saying? That they boy Spence got whooped like that. So it's a whole bunch of reasons why, man. But overall, everybody got an opinion.
You was in the Earl Spence camp real tough before the fight, and after the fight, it was seeming like you wasn't. I just want to put that on the record, man.
No, I was going for Spence. I always said I was going for Spence, but Bud showed me what's up, like everybody else. He showed me what's up.
Yeah, but I got a problem with that. But
I mean, it ain't like I was a Spence fan like that. I mean, I was going with him over Bud. He got his ass whooped, so I'm laughing with everybody else.
It's gonna be a long season. It's gonna be a long season for the stiff arm. This man be flip flopping and flop flipping, man, with this sports shit.
Earlier we couldn't figure out what his team was. Now, know,
I've been saying that.
It's gonna be a ride for all of us. But you know what? You done exposed this man Supreme. Look like your job here is done. You know what I'm saying?
You said what? Oh no.
I said he done exposed this man. Look like your job here is
done. He all in the Power group. Laughing, kicking, and joking with them niggas with the Spence jokes and all this other shit.
Yeah, that shit was funny, especially with him being from Texas, because Texas and Detroit got beef as far as the boxers and all that shit. So, yeah, I'm gonna laugh at it.
You was riding with him though.
Huh?
You was riding with him though.
I was riding with him. I said that he lost. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
God damn. Well, once you through with a nigga, you through with a nigga.
I ain't even say I was through with him. I ain't saying I was through with him. I'm still a ride with him over 90% of every other boxer out there.
Hey, y'all seen? I seen a post. Actually,
them Charlos though. Them Charlos.
Y'all seen that post with Tyson Fury had said he said whoever Wilder.
He said Wilder will knock out Joshua.
He had gave Wilder his props. Did y'all see?
Yeah, he said he'll knock out Joshua.
Oh man, did you see that Joshua fight yesterday?
Yeah, he dropped Haney. Haney's weak though, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It took him 7 rounds to drop Haney, and the motherfucker, man, he was looking wore out. You know what I'm saying? Before he even got to the 5th round, like usual, he just caught him with that motherfucking hook. But when you go in there with Wilder, because they supposed to be fighting up next, nigga, it's gonna be over with quick. Nigga, he ain't gonna last against Wilder at all.
Till this day.
To this day, I fuck with Wilder, man. I like Wilder, man. He just
I like him, but
sometimes you meet the match.
Get his ass whooped.
Yeah, just meet the match. Like you say, just met his match. Ain't fucking Fury.
Yes, indeed. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in with us. We're gonna keep this thing rocking and rolling every Sunday.
Catch the stiff arm.
The stiff arm, we coming through. Ain't nobody finna do this shit like us. Make sure y'all check us out every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. Make sure you like this video, share this video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Man.
Fuck the Lions.